The jungle of Garvaxis Prime was no place for a Terran soldier to be lost. But here I was, Lieutenant Jason Cole, stranded, weaponless, and bleeding from a gash on my thigh. My dropship had been hit during atmospheric entry, and the rest of my unit was either dead or captured. Smoke curled in the distant sky, marking the crash site. I trudged through the mossy terrain, alert for predators or patrols from the Varnasi Dominion, the ruling alien empire of this sector. After an hour of limping and cursing, I saw something that didn't belong in the wilderness. A crystalline structure jutting from a hill, shimmering faintly under the twin suns. Crawled closer. It was a palace, ancient, alien, and magnificent. Towering spires of violet crystal climbed into the sky, humming with energy. Giant beasts patrolled the perimeter, each one the size of a hover tank. But they didn't attack. They watched me as if waiting. Then a voice echoed, not from speakers but directly in my mind. "Enter, human. You are expected." Expected. I wasn't sure if I was hallucinating or if this was some alien trap, but I couldn't turn back. I stepped through the threshold and immediately collapsed. Middle. I woke up on a bed that pulsed softly beneath me. My wound had been healed with nanite precision, and my uniform was replaced by soft robes woven from unknown materials. The room itself was otherworldly. Walls shimmered like oil on water, and floating orbs provided warm illumination. Then she entered. Regal. Alien. Her skin was a cascade of deep sapphire. Her eyes, 4 of them, glowed silver with vertical slits. Silken hair that flowed like molten obsidian framed her angular face. A diadem floated above her brow without touching it. She looked like a goddess. "I am Valia," she said in perfect Terran. "High Queen of the Varnasi Dominion, sovereign of 12 systems, and keeper of the Emerald Throne." And blinked. "You're the queen." He smirked. Surprised. "I thought your people wanted us dead." "Some do," she admitted, stepping closer. "But not me. You were injured. Alone. You came to my palace. That makes you my guest. And if I hadn't, my beasts would have torn you apart." I swallowed. "Right." She circled me, studying me like a rare artifact. "I've seen many species in my reign. All bowed. All offered riches. But none have intrigued me as much as you humans." I tried to stand. "What do you want from me?" She stopped and looked me dead in the eye. "I want to understand you. No politics. No war. Just you." I didn't know what to say. This was the queen of a galactic empire, and she was interested in me? Over the next few days, I remained in the palace, always under watch, always attended by floating drones or silent servants. Valia would visit daily, asking about Earth, about emotions, about love. At first, I thought she was just gathering intel, maybe for an invasion or diplomacy, but she never asked about military tech or defenses. One evening, under the lavender glow of Garvaxis Prime's moons, she sat beside me in the palace garden. Bioluminescent flowers curled open as she passed. "You humans do something unusual," she said, her fingers tracing the air. "You love without contracts, without mating bonds, without empire goals. You love recklessly. We call it free will," I said, offering her a small smile. "I've ruled for centuries, Jason. Been offered worlds, worship, and tribute." He turned to me. "But never love. Never truth. Only fear and obligation." I didn't know what to say. For the first time, her powerful facade looked lonely. Then she said the words I would never forget. "I am a queen. If you love me, I will give you everything." The words stunned me. She wasn't asking for submission. She wasn't offering a throne. She was yearning. "Valia," I whispered. She leaned in. "No politics. No lies. Just say it. Or don't. But don't mock me, human." My heart pounded. This wasn't about power. She wanted to be chosen, not obeyed. "I don't know what this is," I said honestly. "But I'd like to find out with you." Ending. Our bond wasn't accepted by many. Her court exploded in scandal. Generals protested. Advisors threatened to resign. One even tried to assassinate me. But Valia stood firm. "If you challenge my right to choose my mate," she declared before the council, "then you challenge the essence of my sovereignty." She exiled the traitors. Soon I wasn't a prisoner or guest. I was her consort. But she never asked me to kneel. Never asked me to abandon Earth. Instead, she opened the gates. Human and Varnasi diplomats began speaking. Trade routes formed. Medical and cultural exchanges flourished. For the first time in recorded history, the Varnasi lowered their weapons and raised the banners of peace. All because their queen had chosen love. Years passed. Some called me a legend, others a traitor. But in our private chambers, Valia would trace my face with her glowing fingers and whisper, "Still love me, Terran?" And every time I would answer, "More than yesterday." Together we rewrote the stars. Not with war, but with a promise. With love.